This is Purity Sin once again with the amazingly funny Scott McNeil. And we have a present. Food.
Is it Puppy?
Well,
It's not just Pocky, friends. It's Midi Pocky.
oh.
This may be the first flavor of Pocky I've ever seen that I haven't seen before. I can't eat you! Why? Because my niece will kill me if I do not bring her Pocky.
Well, we may have another box for you.
Not that I could cut out the sugar any time. I'm just being really clear about that. It's not like I have a problem with... Oh, why are you looking at me like that? I can stop anytime I want! I don't need this! I'm fine. Today, on Intervention. Scott, we're here because we're going to love you through this. We are going to love you through it when you can't love yourself. That's why we brought you here. It's a trap! I'll be fine when the sugar kicks in. These are like little tiny baseball bats. These are like bludgeon Pocky. If I was ever attacked by a 6-inch tall forest sprite, I could club them to death with this. And then... Oh, no, no, go. Oh, no, 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 go. No good Pocky, no. No good Pocky, no good Pocky.
So much for this being serious.
World's smallest microphone. Or... Pocky's experiment. Look, my hands are huge. Hey, the hands are giant. Look at them, they're huge. Right, it's good looking crowd out there. Hey, okay, stop. Alright.
Well, that started this off with a bang. Alright.
I get Jello beans. That would be a really dumb idea.
So, you've done American cartoons, you've done anime. How does it feel doing each one? Is there a big difference between doing them, or is it basically the same?
It is absolutely not the same. Just from a technical point of view, as I stuff Pocky into my face. When we were doing American Prelay cartoons, the entire cast is in the room together, so we are acting and reacting and doing all those wonderful things that actors do and being very creative, you know. We get a chance to play a lot more, and then they animate to what we have done. When doing dubbing, be it anime or any other sort of other language stuff, because I've done like weird Russian cartoons, and oddly enough, an English cartoon that they thought, well, we better dub that into something we can understand. Freaking English! Real English! Anyway, you are in a booth by yourself, watching the screen, alone, in a small padded room, screaming, friends, not a soul in the world, except a strange man behind the glass, staring at you, making rude gestures. Sounded really good, Scott. Sounded great. Okay, keep going. Good work. I can see you. But then you get the joy of trying to act with somebody else's lips.
Now, going back to Beast Wars, I know I'm a huge fan of it, and so are a lot of my people. Who was your favorite character to voice?
I was really proud of the job that I did as Black Arachnia. And not a lot of people, this is where I get tweaked the most, because people go, oh my God, I can't believe you were like, Black Arachnia. I said, then when they find out the secret that I was never supposed to tell anyone, they're like, dude, you are a master at this. I can't believe what you did with it. I'm so frustrated.
So can you do
only one. Yeah, see, nice. And we call your bluff now. You know what, they were all so much fun because they were all so different, so well written. And I always give huge props to the writing. I mean, the reason the Beast Wars was so good, not only did it look pretty cool at the time, but most North American stuff involves saving the universe in 22 minutes and then selling a bunch of toys. And whilst we will freely admit that Beast Wars was about selling some toys, what Larry and Bob did for the story arc was a lot more like what you get in anime, where there's a real story there and characters develop and grow and change. Of course, it was fun for me because it was like, dude, I got 4 times the paycheck on this show because I'm playing 4 characters.
Raspinator, I have so much fun doing the show. Raspinator never did break, of course. I was the drag out to see our champion everybody.
Final word in the entire series before it turned into the bad thing.
Raspinator, happy at last.
Waspinator was fun. Rat Trap, be a rat trap. I know.
Shut up, Rat Trap. Look, we're all gonna die.
I know. Well, what do you think, Lizard Lips?
One more crack like that, vermin, and I will take you out the old-fashioned way. Brutally!
Dinobot, of course, I think, as far as being an interesting character, I mean, the others, Silverbolt was Silverbolt. Strong, proud, brave, and smart like a bag of hammers.
Little
We did have
special.
the one romance on the show. Although there was some rumors about rat trap and rocks, but I'm not getting into that. But I mean, Dinobot became, by far as we went through the series, a much more complex character. The whole death of Dinobot came as a shock to me. He's an actor. I'm like, what? Dinobot knew he was going to die 5 episodes before he did. All of the want to be, or not to be. So there was Hamlet. It was all Hamlet. The whole death scene was Hamlet, including the, the rest is silence. As much as I love Larry and Bob, guess what? Shakespeare wrote that. And then I go in. It's like, that's it. It's like, okay, when do I come back? You don't, Scott. You're dead. Yeah, I know, but I'm like cartoon dead, right? It's like, no, you're dead, man. Yeah, but I'm an actor. Dead. Dead. There goes a quarter of my paycheck right there. Now, the very first convention I ever did in my life was BotCon in California, and it was just after Code of the Hero had aired. And I had been doing cartoons for, a decade and a half at that point, and it's the most anonymous job in the world. And I was doing a lot of shows, and I go up and leave the studio. That con, I get there and I'm standing behind somebody. This is a big dinner, and I was going, wow, this is really cool. And I see somebody's drawing, and I'm like,
Who asked me to like this picture?
and the guy just went, yeah. And I thought I was like, am I on fire? Is there a spider on my head or something? What? But I was just up again. People were coming up going in tears, like in genuine tears, going, when Dinobot died, and I was going, wow. And they went, but please don't let them cheapen his death by bringing him back. And I said, oh no, trust me, Sunshine, they ain't bringing him back. And of course they did, which I regret that I did not play him differently when he did come back. But it was an amazing show to work on, and the cast on that show was so good. Everybody in it was great. I mean, this was like top people. It was just, we did, I guess, 5 seasons on that. And it's still probably the thing I'm most proud of. And I've done like 12,000 episodes plus of various things. But that one had some oomph to it.
Yeah, but how did you like Transmetal?
I'm only going to say this once. On the record. My personal take on Beast Machines was that it was with their head up the monkeys was written by and probably last time I'm ever going to say that, but there, you got it. You got it out of me.
You on that one. Now, if they ever
It looked great.
It looked good.
It looked amazing.
But it wasn't.
The writing.
Yeah.
They didn't get it. The writers didn't get it.
I watched a few episodes and I'm like, I'm going to go back to playing because I'm really young. I'm like, I'm going to go back to playing with my own toys
There
now.
were 26 episodes. Nothing actually started to happen until we were like 20 episodes in. And by that point, it was too late. It was like, you don't spend 18 episodes developing characters that are already there.
I think the transformations were kind of needless, honestly.
Well,
But, now you've done live action, you've done animation. Which is your favorite of the two to do?
animation is by far the most fun. But because you could be anything. I'm a small blob of crime-fighting wasabi. Anything. I have played men, women, and multiples thereof. And I can do an entire episode of Prelay in less than 2 hours. And then I can do another one in the afternoon. And I can do a third one sometimes. And then I fit in some anime, some dubbing, radio commercials, boom, boom, boom. So financially, it's very rewarding. And you've been working on 12 different series all at the same time. Live action television particularly, the very best you can hope for is to be a series regular. Well, that's 13 episodes in a season. And you can't do anything else. And so that's great. But, that's how not a lot of television actors can say they've done 12,000 episodes of something without being 7,000 years old. I'm going, hell, I did all that in just a couple of decades. Man, I'll tell you what. Having said that, I love working on camera. It's different. It's a completely different art form. You know, you're looking at 16-hour days, of which you're working like 6 minutes sometimes. So it's why I just did Wonderland. Am I allowed to say that? Yes, I am. Once Upon a Time in Wonderland. That one was really fun because the actors on that are good and the story is interesting. It's all, you know, Wonderland. Alice in Wonderland. But I had a day on that where I was up at 2:30 in the morning. I drove an hour and a half through the fog into the middle of the wilderness in Canada. Off to them, show up there 6:30, 2 hours of hair and makeup, scar and wardrobe, blah, blah, blah. Hour and a half of farting around doing nothing. Setting up this amazing, huge, epic crane shot. Wow. Get in there. For this particular shot, I'm going, I know the shot that they're looking for. And this involves my feet and my hands. I already shot all the main body of it a couple of weeks earlier. But so, shot set up, second team out, first team in. All right, 2 cameras rolling, crane shot, B cam, A cam, very exciting. Footsteps in, hands reach in, pick up a dude by the shoulders, drag him out. Okay, that's cut. Checking A cam, checking B. The director, a guy named Kieran, phenomenal director, directed the whole Vikings series. He's like, that fucking looks great. All right, that's a picture wrap on Scott. Thank you. Hour and a half of hair and makeup to get everything taken off. Back home, and I'm going, I have the weirdest job in the world. And, you know, I get to die in a lot of interesting ways. I have this amazing prosthetic animatronic head of myself with the face all in. So it's fun and it's a different art form. But as far as just bang for the buck and sheer, with my little ADD brain, cartoons are the greatest job in the world. The rest is all gravy.
Now, rumor is you're a gamer. What are your favorite types of games to play?
I don't game. Talking about gaming, that's crazy talk. Gaming.
Mind you, we're a gaming channel.
Yeah, gamers I couldn't be. Yeah, it's all coming out now. I've been playing WoW for 7 years. I mean, probably 4 hours a day, first thing in the morning. Just, I'm so close to getting my rat to exalted with Emperor Sauron. And I'm gonna get that damn mount from home, man. Even if it kills me, so I'm Pandang now. But I've been playing that one since vanilla. And I still do. I keep going like, why am I doing this? This is insane. What did I just finish? Dragon's Crown, which is fun. If you like impossibly large Japanese breasts. Oh, Japan! Girls can't run that way without knocking themselves out. And of course, you know, how come you're playing the sorceress? All gamers are 14-year-old boys at heart, trust me. What else have I done? I've also worked in a bunch of video games, which is kind of trippy when you're playing the game and suddenly you're like, I did one, Dead Rising 2. So I was actually really proud of it. It was a great game. It was all Vancouver talent in it, and people were so good. It was a funny game, but it was also kind of weird and sociopathic, and I'll give huge props to Brad Swale for the job that he did. There's a character named Slappy the Mascot. It's one of the saddest, scariest, most profoundly, disturbingly amusing, and yet somehow lovable performances I've ever seen captured on anything. But I played a couple of the main villains on that one, and it was trippy playing it, because it's like, damn! But just can't seem to kill this guy, because it's me, and he keeps killing me, but if I kill me because I can't kill... You know, then you go into existentialist crisis mode and your head explodes.
Well, it looks like we have to wrap up, so if you wouldn't mind...
Wait! I have to show you something.
Oh! Yay!
It's my amazing magical Funyun. Yeah. That's it. That's fun with Funyuns, kids.
Remember, kids, you can't have a serious interview with Scott McNeil. You
Remember,
wouldn't mind
kids.
giving us a shout-out for the Purity Sinners?
The Purity Sinners. If you see one website, if you read one channel on the internet, let it be the Purity Sinners.
Love you, bye-bye.
I do have one request that you do for us every
All right.
convention. Think of Kagome.
Oh,
What is it you would
exactly.
love as Koga to say to Kagome?
In defense of this, as regulated by both the American Kennel Club and the British Kennel Club, and we are working in a world of canids. They are all foxes, wolves, dogs, etc., etc. So it is completely legitimate, BS and B, that I turned to my ill-fated love Kagome and go, Kagome, you will be my bitch.
Wow, thank you.